confidence, that's all. But urge should be there in your mind. That will click results. My suggestion is, before starting in a business, you please acquire some experience. You join in an industry, get some experience, say 3 years, 5 years, then you start your own industry. Then start in a small way. Start in a small way and then grow up. I did it like that. I started in a small way with a capacity of 100 tons of castings per month. By the time I was having only just rupees 3 lakhs. Before that I was working in, I started my career as a trainee in PSG Industry Institute in the year 1972. By the time I was getting a salary of rupees 150 per month. I acquired some experience. Then in the year 93, I started my own industry, Amaran Foundries, with an investment of just rupees 3 lakhs. I just started borrowing money. Even I was paying rupees 3-4 interest per month, because I was not having that much money. Because I was having confidence, I will be able to make more profit. I can pay more interest. Net profit will be more. That is what I thought. Then I slowly expanding my activities. Then after 20 years, last year, I made a turnover of rupees 108 crores. And of course, in spite of this power cut, if a power cut is not there, means this year I will be able to cross the 130 crores, and very next year I will be able to cross 150 crores. See, I advise you, you please study the success stories of others. If he is success, you please success, he has already told the stories. You please study their stories, it will help you a lot. Then hard work. See, people used to say, I used to work for 20 hours, 24 hours, or 22 hours like that. Mere hard work will not give you results. Efficient hard work only will give you results. This is all I learned in my experience. Similarly, see, participate in seminars, workshops like this. You will be able to get some knowledge. And sometimes you may not be able to get ideas from people like me, but by interacting with your neighbors, definitely you will be able to get some ideas. Similarly, visit exhibitions. Intex exhibition is going on. Many people, they don't go, I know, because they simply say what we are going to. See, you will get definitely some solutions. You may be doing a work with 10 workers. If you go there, you will be able to find out a machine, and it will be able to, by using one worker, you will be able to. Like this, you can save quite a lot of money. And similarly, getting suggestions. You please get suggestions from 5 people, 10 people, nothing wrong in it. But you must have capacity to choose the correct suggestion. If you are not capable, means then you will definitely fail. Do not postpone things. You do it immediately. One more thing I used to tell always, be just like an automatic watch. See, we are having so many kinematic watches. That means every day we have to tell them. Today you have to extract work by giving some advice. Tomorrow also you have to. Day after tomorrow also. But I am proud to say that I am an automatic watch. I get my strength every day by myself. But I am having so many kinematic watches in my industry. And finally, I would like to say, we are all doing business just for our family members. We start an industry, make some money, then we get satisfied. It's not correct. Let us do business for our nation also. Because I know pretty well, my friends, so many friends are there. They simply stopped after expanding to some extent. I suggest you should not stop in, because small is not beautiful as far as the industry concerned. That is what I feel. Every year you must have some growth. That is what I strongly believe. And finally, I would like to say this, Coimbatore soil is fertile for making entrepreneurs. I don't say you have to burn in Coimbatore. No. Whoever comes and settles in Coimbatore, definitely it is a fertile, because here family, if somebody goes to his family member, அவங்க அப்பா கிட்ட, அப்பா நான் ஒரு தொழில் ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன்னா, செய்டா தாராளமாக செய், முடியை கட்டி மலை ஈழு, வந்தா மலை போனா முடி. Like that, people used to encourage. In other areas, but people will advise, ஏன்டா ரிஸ்க் எடுக்கிறேன், சம்பளம் வருது, ரிஸ்க் எடுக்க வேண்டாம். Like that. Here, people suggest, people motivate the new entrepreneurs. That is what I personally feel. Thank you very much for the chance given to me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Viswanathan. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Natarajan, K.S. Natarajan, to share his views.
Thank you. I think I'll have a more difficult time. All the previous speakers had, I think, wonderful experience and had narrated well. Let me make it simple by adding these words, captainship and first generation entrepreneur. Well, I'm for sure I'm a first generation entrepreneur, but captainship, let me see what it is. I studied here in, born, brought up, everything in Coimbatore. Maybe the same ecosystem in Coimbatore makes you do that. My parents are not in business. So there was, as a first generation entrepreneur, there is a big advantage. You have very high risk appetite. You have nothing to lose. அதேதான் முடிய எட்டி மலை எடுக்கிறதா. ஸோ முடி இன்னும் இன்டாக்டாக இருக்குது. ஸோ இதை முடிச்சுட்டு ஆஃப்டர் இன்ஜினியரிங் ஐ ஜாயின்ட் ஐஎஸ்ஆர்ஓ. அது பண்ணும்போது மாஸ்டர்ஸ் பண்ணலான்னு பண்ணேன். அங்கே தான் ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரைக் ஆச்சு. ஐஎஸ்ஆர்ஓவில் இருக்கும்போது suddenly at this stage of life you have great dreams. You should follow dreams. I felt ISRO was slow. They were launching very less rockets per year. Well, I stand corrected now. At that age I felt they were very slow. Then I resigned and I didn't know what to do. So I started, I also did my masters in IIT Madras, so there was job offers also. Typical Coimbatore sale, எதை ஒன்று பண்ணலான்னு we started. So if you look at the journey, I was the product space, so we make products. The products have been steadily on one area, that as a company we will remove anything from compressed air. So idhila leadership role, we have to take leadership role, we have to be technologically excellent. All these ideas do come in when you are young. So inga da we had first glitch. Okay, this is the pre-internet era. Product ideas kadaikiradhe kashtam, as you say, and you think you have made a great product. Adu eduthu pona in a factory, there will be something which has come from somewhere which is far superior. So those were the challenging days when ideas were less, money was a big constraint. So other part between 84 and 92 could start a company. There were a lot of schemes where they gave small money, 100%. That started, and we had some good initial customers. So with that we started off as a product company. Product company, then we set our sights clear that we should have some patentable technologies. So we worked on, in the last few years we added some 4 patents, and we continue removing things from air. From products like if today the latest fighter aircraft Tejas, in that if you see every pilot has a breathing mask, the fighter pilots. So the air we generate, we take the air from outside and convert it to, not convert it, remove oxygen from that and feed the pilot. It's a life support system. So we go up to life support system. So this was a very interesting product. We somehow stumbled upon defense and they came here, one big delegation. They said, can you make it? Yes, we can. They had some Russian equivalent. We have not even seen anything. We proposed it. We said we can make it in that weight. In aircraft industry, 100 grams is a big deal. So we could make it in a weight. And we said, we'll take technology demonstrator, solid block, wire cutting. Seri, enga irukku oru machine we don't have. I said, can we see one? Yes. Eppadi irukku nera ellam pona. So we took to our first vendor. Sanganurla. Ganapati Sanganur belt is a belt where you have any type of, I don't know, I think everybody is in Coimbatore means you know what it is. So first they were very surprised and reluctant to go inside Ganapati and Sanganur Road. Then there was a transition that yes, if you apply correctly, everything, there's a lot of talent available in this country, maybe in this town more in particular. So we could produce with the local technology our first set of products which was airworthy. Before that, if you come by a locomotive, by a train, if the train stops, it's because of an air brake. And every Indian railway locomotive, the air brake, the air going into that is removed of moisture, dust and oil by our dryers. Not 100%, about 50% market share we have. So we evolved from industrial to mobile to now aerospace we have just started. So this is a journey which we started. It had its own pitfalls, but it was fun. The whole thing was, as entrepreneurs, it is an execution game. Ideas are simple. But as a pursue money, you get a loan, you get money, you get sales, and then you maintain discipline, reinvesting it in business. So my learning has been that to execute correctly is the way. Most of the products can be made by anyone. So this is something we have learned, and today we have products in this space and we sell in several countries. So with this, I give it back to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Natarajan. Now the floor is open for questions.
Just you, ladies and gentlemen, you just raise your hands, the mic would come to you. The cordless mic would come to you. Just raise your hands and we will get you the mic there.
You can put on the lights at the back.
Hello. I was at the Intech exhibition today. Went around a lot of booths, saw a lot of controllers, a lot of equipment. Some of it made in India, a lot imported. Some, quite a bit made in India. But I noticed a serious lack of, on the electronics side, every single component that I saw happened to be manufactured, brought in a lot from Germany, many from Japan, South Korea. The electronics part of it, why do you think that is, and is there scope, say, in Coimbatore on the electronics side to do more design? Because there's a lot of designers in Bangalore and Chennai, many come from Coimbatore, but the electronics components all seem to come from outside. Why do you think that is the case?
You're right, actually. In fact, when I started my career, I joined a company called, I think that was mentioned in my profile, actually. I started in down south, actually, the electronic industries are not that much, actually. You'll find many industries over here, except in places like Bangalore, Pune, Mumbai, Delhi, and some places of Punjab. And a few places in Maharashtra, the Nagpur and other places, you will find this electronics industries are Korean. They are actually set up there. And similarly, you will also find these motors. Generally, Coimbatore was supplying almost 90% of the total requirement of India was actually manufactured from. Each place has got its own design. But that scenario is slowly changing. Electronics, a few electronics industries are slowly coming up within Tamil Nadu, in the periphery of Tamil Nadu, as well as in Coimbatore. There are a few industries have also come up, like which are connected with relays and things like that. Maybe in a short while you will find many industries, because everyone cannot go on manufacturing motors. So they have to seek some other line of activity. Definitely they will go in for that one.
This question is open for, sorry if I'm interrupting. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Electronics, one level of electronics is EMS, electronic manufacturing systems. There are Coimbatore companies which makes high volume electronic production. So this is the first evolutionary step. Then you get into design and manufacture of products. I'm sure as per the evolution it will come up.
Just to cite an example, yes, today we have brought a LED lighting system, big board, lit board in LED system, which we have purchased this morning. It has arrived in Intech ground. That is manufactured from. The total cost of that one will be somewhere around 7 to 8 lakhs. That person is actually manufacturing more than about 4 to 5 crores of business he is doing. He is in somewhere in Tadagam Road. In Tadagam Road, a few more industries are also there. This for just kind information. Next question, please.
Yeah, this is a question open for all the panelists here. I'm sure every entrepreneur would have faced some challenges during his phase, and I would like to know from you, like each of you, like what was the biggest challenge you faced wherein you decided idhukku mela in industry run panna mudiyadhu, I would rather go back to my salaried times, and how you overcame it. Thank you.
First time when we introduced these spindle tapes, it was a new concept. A few companies with a few top textile mills they have introduced, and they were satisfactory. But in India, we had big problem with very old mills. The biggest challenge I faced in Kerala was the union. The union laborers and the union leaders, they have not allowed us to enter into the mill to change the spindle tapes, saying that there will be retrenchment of laborers and we don't allow it. So we have to convince them. We have to take them to the unit, show them how much electricity is saved, how much work is saved, what is going to be the quality of the yarn. And after 7 days persuasion, and also taking them outside and treating them with all the available 5-star restaurant facilities, then they were convinced, yes, there is something in that.